What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Nerds and Mics. I was just downing a fucking Dr. Pepper because I was thirsty as fuck. That is one of my favorite sodas of all time. Which, speaking of which, I thought I would just get this started a fantastic way with probably one of the biggest debates in all of human history, ladies and gentlemen. Jack, I think I should ask, what's actually better, bro? Coke or Pepsi?
I mean, in my opinion, at least Coke is. I've drank Coke all my life. I don't know if I go to a restaurant that doesn't have Coke, I'm like, oh God, no, I don't want Pepsi. Give me water or something. Like, don't.
Wait, so you really like hate Pepsi?
Oh yeah, I will not. I do not drink Pepsi. Like,
Wow.
unless it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like if I have nothing else to drink with alcohol or something, it's like that's like the last resort. That would be like the only time I'd be like, okay, that's like the only mixer we have or whatever, or chaser. So yeah.
Well, also, you're not a big like soda guy, are you?
No, not really. Yeah,
Not
no.
really. Okay. For me, as someone who is a big soda guy, I would say, oh fuck, dude. I think honestly, my favorite. Well, okay, between Coke and Pepsi, I'm Coke as well. I agree with you.
Hmm.
Um, I just think like everything the Coke does tastes better, like cherry Coke, vanilla Coke, everything that with Coke is just better. Um, But that being said, I've said this: my two favorite sodas of all time are always between Dr. Pepper and also from Taco Bell, that Mountain Dew Baja Blast. That's like it, that's the only reason Taco Bell will ever get any more of my money.
Yeah.
Like, but then again, I will say I've said this before. I've completely changed my mind on Taco Bell. Like I used to literally be like, "Oh God, this fucking sucks." It's like literally makes me, it's like miserable. Like now that I've had them, I'm just like, it's not that bad, dude. Like, I've I remember like, I remember when I got a fucking what was it? I think the other day I got like a steak grilled cheese burrito, where they literally put steak inside and they like have cheese obviously in it, but then they grill cheese on top of the fucking burrito.
Oh wow.
And I know, dude. Yeah, I was salivating too. And I was like, when I had it, I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, yo, Jack, me and this thing are basically like having sex right now. Like, that was fucking that was some really good shit. So yeah, talk. You know what? I think it really is like where you go really does make a difference. I think I truly believe that now.
Well, with when it comes to Taco Bell.
When it comes to anything,
Oh yeah.
like where you go definitely makes a difference. But that being said, I will say, dude, I feel so bad because like this, we actually have a 4 day weekend this weekend, and I was so excited. I was actually saying like, hey, dude, we should all just drive out to Chicago, but then and go see you. But like the thing that stopped us was like our work was so like hesitant whether to like give us this day off or not give us this day off. Like they'd be like they were like, hey, we're gonna work, or we're actually gonna try to run the deadline Thursday and Friday, which is like the company the department I work in, which is like we make like medical beds and all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, we work those days, whatever, fine. It's a full day week, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter. Then, literally, they're like, oh, we're actually gonna work, we're not gonna work Thursday, but we're gonna work Friday, and then we're not gonna work Saturday and Sunday. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I understand you want to give us a full 40-hour week, but like, my body is just not accustomed to be like, oh, work 3 days, have a day off, work another day, then be off again. Like, that just does not, it doesn't really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then we finally just literally, and then my work was just like, you know what, fuck it, man, give it a 4 day weekend. And, exactly. You know what's funny though is that like the people that own my company are very like Christian based. And so I remember one time I like threw the F word around like one of my owners, and they literally like were just like, we were all like doing a fire drill, and they were like, Brad, stop.
What?
It's just like bro. Literally, when that happened, I was kind of like slouching, not giving a fuck. Then I just went
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of weird.
like I was like marching like I was a fucking marine, like I'm in Forrest Gump and Nam or some shit.
They just completely
Like,
targeted you.
oh yeah, I was like, damn, shit just got real. Oh man, but it is what it is. I mean, hey, I was raised very religious, so I know exactly what it's like. You're there every single day, every single Sunday at church. Like, literally, like, what's funny? I actually made a bet, not a bet, but like a deal with my mom growing up, where I was like, "Hey, can I just pick one?" I was so not willing to go to church. I was like, "Hey, can I just like, pick one Sunday out of the month where we just don't go to church?" And she was like, sure, why not? So like literally the first of the month, I'm like, oh, yes, I don't get to go.
Wow.
I was committed to not going, fam. I didn't
Damn.
want to go so bad. It was a horrible thing. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see, but like, I just got a brand new shirt. I showed this on
Oh
stream.
god.
It's a SpongeBob shirt, and it literally says like, the quote says, Patrick saying, "Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly." I've already showed that on stream, like I streamed like 5 times. Like, I'm just so proud of it. I'm proud of the clothes that I buy, Jack.
Not
That's what
true.
I am. How about you, yo? Were you ever like someone who like was obsessed with clothes? I know I was for a while.
Yeah, in high school I definitely had a hype beast phase. I was like basically a bunch of Supreme stuff, like always Supreme. That was just my motto. I don't know. I would always spend my money on like jackets or t-shirts or hats. Yeah, hats
So
especially.
Supreme is your brand, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I liked Supreme a lot. I don't know. Now it's just like stuff I like or stuff I think that's cool or
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You really could tell when you get older. Like, it's cool to rock name brands, but when you get older, you really just care about like what looks good. You're not like, oh, this is fucking like Nike, or like this is like Adidas. You really are just like, or Jordan or whatever. You really care about just being like, oh, I just hope I look good, and like, is this cheap? And I also noticed like my mindset for like gifts have changed a lot too. Like, I remember last year for my birthday, they were like, "Hey, Brad, what do you want?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have a job. I can like go buy my own things now. Like, pretty much for my birthday, like, just get me like a pack of like fucking Walmart t-shirts, and I'm probably pretty happy. Like, you save me money on clothes. I can just use like I could sorry, my phone went off. I can just use like fucking 7 black t-shirts to just wear to work every single day for the whole week. That's what I'll do."
yeah. It's like a cartoon character.
Wait, wait, in what way?
Like, because like cartoon characters never change their outfits. It's just they
Oh,
always wear the same
that's
exact
true.
thing. Yeah, yeah,
Stewie has worn the fucking red overalls and a yellow shirt for 21 years. So
yep. I mean, Peter with the green pants and the white shirt. Like
that's true, yeah.
Meg with her hat and yeah.
Dude, you know what's so funny about that? I know the other day I was like, there was an episode I watched of Family Guy where um uh Peter, he only has 3 white shirts in his entire wardrobe.
It's pretty funny.
He's like, well, I had a fourth one, but it got ruined at a party. Some guy spilled wine all over it.
Pretty funny.
uh, dude, what a legendary show. But you know, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've always. It was mainly when I was like a teenager. When I was a kid, dude, like other people are addicted to alcohol and meth and whatever. I was addicted to clothes. Like, I was a whore for clothes. Like, I would like, if I got a paycheck from Subway, which is where I worked, I would literally take all of my money and go to the mall and spend it all on clothes. I remember I literally bought like a $200 like red Aeropostale jacket for the wintertime.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was committed. I was committed to my addiction. I was addicted to my addiction.
I mean, yeah, isn't that the point? But yeah.
That is the point. I'm glad you figured that out, Jack. I'm so proud of you. But that being said, I also noticed, bro. I've gotten since I've gotten older, I also got way into hats. Like, I think I'm not gonna, and I'm not even joking about this. How like I would see you a lot of time with a different hat. I was like, that sounds pretty cool. And now I literally have just started buying hats. Like, uh, what's that one store? Like, I don't know if it's there in Chicago or anywhere else, guys. If I don't, I apologize. But there's a store called Lids.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
100%. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's
And
everywhere.
I've gone there plenty of.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, and we're
I
back. That
disconnected
was
from
a
the Discord.
the
Ooh.
Discord. Yeah, we record this on Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I just thought you guys should know that. You probably already figured that out, but just in case you didn't, we wanted to let you know
Well, yeah,
that.
we're back.
Yep. Um, dude. Okay. Have you seen Have you seen Stranger Things, the TV show?
Yeah, I've watched all the seasons.
Yo, have you heard that there's gonna be a season 5?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm aware.
I mean, why did it take so long for that season 5 to finally come out, dude?
I mean, it's gonna be even longer now because of the writer's strike. So it was gonna be whatever, a year or so from when it came out originally, or 2 years now it would have been, but now it's gonna be even longer because they have to like actually film it and do all that shit now. Or maybe they've been actually filming
Really?
it. They might have been filming it beforehand, but like now they can't do anything again because like everything's on halt because of the writer's
Right.
strike and the actor strike.
Dang, everybody's on strike. It's like they're bowling. Holy shit. Dang, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
It was funny. I remember I was applying. God, look, by the way, guys, I've been applying to my first apartments. I'm all adult now. I'm all important. But it's wild is that like, dude, when I was applying to these apartments, like me and my friend, me and my friend, uh, we literally things we would say and do like when we were like applying for them, we were like making like everyone there just fucking like laugh. I remember like Jason just threw out like a joke. He'd be like, well, it's because you're short, Brad. And then I'd be like, yeah, well, I mean, there's advantages to being short, I'm the last one to get wet when it rains. That's an advantage,
I
you know.
guess.
And Jason's like, well, that's why we're friends, because I'm tall, I could be your umbrella. And I was like, yeah, just like Rihanna. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, and I don't know if you've ever had this before, Jack, but like, do you ever have it and where like right when you meet somebody, it's just like an instant chemistry, like literally you just become like friend, all damn near friends, like right away.
Yeah, yeah, no, I've definitely had that with people before.
Like, are you guys still friends today?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, because like I would say that's definitely how it is with me and my friend Jason. Like literally, right, like something happened right when we just met and we just clicked like right away, and I was just like, damn, bro, like we could just like have like we're damn near like an improv team. We could just keep jokes going like all day long.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
it's just something about it. And it's also something where it's like he's the only person I want around. I feel like I have to like do like comedy bits. Like I have to just like make jokes in some way, shape, or form to keep this going. Man. You know what though? I do want to ask this. I'm not ask. I want to tell you. I want to tell you a story. When I was me and my friend, me and him actually literally got like completely baked off our ass one day, and we were just like driving down the road, and for some reason when we were high, were feeling very confident, and we're like, you know what, we're just gonna start yelling at people, and we just like start driving down the road, and there's this like old fuck who's just like in a red shirt just walking down. We're just like, hey, you old bitch. Like we're like we hope you get COVID.
What the fuck?
I think we told two like other gentlemen walking down the street. We were like, hey, do you guys have AIDS? Dude, and like he just rolled out his window. He's like, all right, I guess we're yelling at people. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, like people who get like views on those kind of videos where it's like they just will like randomly walk by and just scream something, just be like, bitch. Like to me, that has always been some of the funniest shit ever. Like I love that kind of thing. uh I'm curious, bro. Like, what's some of the things that like you've done fucked up with some of your friends that you like just guys just laughed your ass off.
I mean, dude, I've gotten into some like actually like illegal shit or like I guess like
Damn.
pretty fucked up stuff, dude. I used to be a really bad kid when I was like growing up, you know. So like we would
What, did you get in a lot of fights and shit?
I mean, yeah, there'd be fights. There would be
Ah,
we would steal from people and things like that, or steal from
well, yeah,
stores,
I did
and
that.
like there was one time. Well, there was basically this whole thing where we would. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for talking about this, but we would fucking one of us would go in, or there would be like a group of us that would go into like a 7-Eleven, and there would be like these 7-Elevens near like my house and stuff, and basically someone would distract the cashier and like keep them talking and like making sure they're not looking at cameras and shit. And one of us would go in the back with a backpack, and then at the time, like I think the Four Locos, yeah, we would just take all the Four Locos, just like scoop them out into the backpack, and clear out like the entire shelf. And
Oh my
yeah,
god, Jack, dude,
so
you
like
were a badass kid.
I mean,
Damn.
we almost got into a lot of trouble because of it. Like literally, like I've seen so many people get their ass beat though because of it. Like
Yeah.
it's you have to be very obviously like I don't condone it now. Don't fucking do it. I was dumb.
You're
Like,
about to like give advice on how to do
well,
it.
no, I'm just saying like you just like you have to be like if you're doing that shit, you have to be ready for people to, like almost like there was one time I almost like. I think we almost got like shot or something like bro like there's like or not like shot at sorry not shot but like we were on a sketchy area in like a sketchy like part of town and went into the wrong store and took a bottle or one of my friends took a bottle and the dude pulled out a shotgun and then we just ran out of the store. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, I mean apparently he heard a pop, my friend heard a pop, but I don't really think, but yeah, who knows.
Oh my god. Okay, well let me leads to this question. Then I have to ask this: have you ever gotten shot at?
Not not specifically. Yeah, that's like the last thing I would want to happen. I mean, I've been around like I've been around guns and I've been around like things guns. I was at this Pilsen party and a gun went off and that was great. So everybody like dispersed and
That was great.
yeah, the cops came very fast and it was hell let loose. Fucking.
Right.
Oh man, but yeah, no. I mean, there are other times too. We would fuck around. We get like 6 or 7 of us, and we were like, this is like really bad. Like, I just feel bad for the people that we do this to. But we would fucking like, if we saw like a Mini Cooper, like it would only be a smart car. Really, a smart car you could do this with like 8 or 9 people. We would see like a smart car at a stoplight and just walk up, and then the 8 or 9 of us would pick it up and then like because you can do that with enough people you can literally just pick up a smart car which is like it's like
Right.
there's one of those small compact cars and we would just turn it sideways like well like at the light yeah no
Really?
there'd be yeah dude I mean again we would just do stupid shit like literally be assholes and just be like fucking nuisance.
Wow.
Yeah that was not like
Hey,
a
dude, I can't relate, bro. I was well, I wouldn't say an incredible kid, but I wasn't like that. I wasn't like young Jack at this.
yeah.
I was that, but I did steal a lot. I did steal. But the only thing is though, I stopped once I got caught. When I got caught, that's when I stopped. I remember I would just like steal like candy, just like little shit. And bro, this was so embarrassing. I remember I stole candy one time. Or not one, but I stole it many times. But the one time I got caught is when I was stealing candy, and it was from like a dollar store. And literally, I purposely bought like a fucking jacket that was huge, and I was going like
Oh man.
stuffing it all in my pockets. And then I remember like I was trying to put one more in my pocket, and then a clerk walked by, looked at me, and saw me, and she was like, are you gonna pay for that?" And I was like,
Oh
well, yeah,
shit.
maybe later on I will, but yeah, sorry, but yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe I will, man. But like, and I was, of course I was, and then like she was like, I saw you putting it in your pocket, like I don't, you should leave, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I got to put all these back, and I pulled out like 8 or 9 different bags of
Oh my
candy.
god.
And she was like, she literally just said, "Fuck you, get the fuck out of my store, don't ever come back again."
Wow.
And that was the story of when I got caught. And I was dude, I was walking out of that bitch like shaking and trembling. Like I was so scared.
I
It's
mean,
something about like when you get caught as a kid and like people will be like, "Oh, it's such a rush." Like and it's a high. But like dude, it's like when you get caught, at least for me, I instantly regretted having any like of the rush or the high or the fuck it wants to be called. I was like, this is a terrible idea.
yeah, I mean, for the most part, I don't think I've ever been, knock on wood. I don't think I'm ever gonna steal again, but knock on wood, I've never been caught stealing. But there was one time too, actually, at Lollapalooza, I like lost my friends, and I was like in a like kind of like in a drugged state. I was fucked up a little bit, and I
Right.
was like sitting by this tree, and this dude comes up to me, and we were by the medical tent, and he's like, "Yo, go over there and steal a box of water." Like it was like literally just like a box full of like waters and stuff.
Uh,
And I was like, young and fucking, I just told you some of the stories we were doing. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I was like, yeah, sure. So like this random dude that comes up to me, he's just like, go steal a I go up and I grab it and I like hold it in my hands and I look back at it and I'm like, what do I do? And then he like points, he's like, go that way. And then like I start booking it into the crowd of this one stage. Or I guess this one, like, yeah, this one, like, it's basically just like a big fucking like baseball field that's just like all mud and shit. Uh,
right.
and like I just run into the crowd and he follows behind me. He's like, yo, I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm just like, I think I was just like, yeah, yeah, of course I did.
Fucking did
Yeah.
it.
And then after that, we just started handing out water to like a bunch of people and stuff, and just started like,
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty fucking nice. It was like some Robin Hood shit, like,
Dude, you know what's fun? Yes, yeah, steal from the rich and give it to the poor.
because
Dude, you know
dude,
what I've
those
thought
those
about
waters
doing?
are expensive as fuck though too, so.
Right. You know what I've thought about doing, bro? I've thought about like literally just like it'd be comedic, but also be like a nice kind of like Mr. Beast video. I thought about Loki like going into IHOP and just being like, "Yo, IHOP, can I get like 80 pancakes?" And then just like going and like fucking giving them to like random homeless people. I've thought about doing that. I think it's
Yeah.
just like funny just be like to see the reaction, be like, "Wait, you want 80 fucking pancakes?" I'd love to see that reaction because I'm not gonna lie. What also is funny to me is like people who just like when they're just like, what? Like to me that also is fucking hilarious too. Like I think it's like people call I know it's called like shock comedy where you're just like, what the fuck? You want 80 goddamn pancakes? You know? Yeah, we would do that. All right, let me ask this, man. Have you ever like got in a fight or like hurt one of your friends or somebody? We're just getting right into it now.
I mean, yeah, like in the past, yeah, I've had to like fight. We would like whenever we were at festivals, if people like fucked with us or looked at us the wrong way, like we would be like damn near in like almost like not gang fights, but we would just be like mobs of people because in a crowd, like in a festival, nobody's keeping track. Nobody's like
Right.
I'm honestly
Oh, no
surprised.
one
Like
gives a fuck.
I'm surprised nobody got like shot or like stabbed or like
Oh my
like
god.
because like there was like times where we would be like someone would like fuck somebody like one of our people up or like hit somebody and we like chase some dude down. Like there was like crazy shit. Like we would not, yeah, no, it was there are all, I have friends too that will just like when they're drunk they'll just like almost try and fight damn near anybody, which is like not fun. You like that's like not chill, especially if you're just trying to like go and have a good time. Just like be fine, not
Right.
fight people. uh,
I have to say, the one time I got into a not a fight. Actually, I'm not gonna. I don't think I've ever really been in a fight
no, you
ever.
don't. You don't want to.
I don't think I've ever been in one. But no, yeah, I guess I just got lucky. But no, I've never been in a fight. But I will say, I did hit one of my friends with a fucking golf club one time.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah. So basically,
What?
oh god, I promise, guys. And what listen to this? Anyone listen to this, ladies and gentlemen? I promise I'm all good now. No, that's a lie. But basically, how it all happened was I was about 10 years old, and I for some reason like we didn't have any shovel or anything to play with in the snow, so me and my friend we just went out in the snow, and I just brought a random golf club with me. you know. And I just was like, we were just like, for some reason, smacking the snow like with the golf club, like it was a bat with a fucking baseball, and like, or it was a fucking dead corpse or something. And we just start like hitting it like really like hard, and then literally for some reason like he just like tackles me and tries to like just like mess around with me a little bit like a fun like kid wrestle. And he wasn't hurting me at all, but I just said, "Hey, can you get off? Can you get off?" And then for some reason, I didn't even try to do this. I just like grabbed the golf club and then literally went like whoosh, behind my head, and it hit him right in the fucking top of the skull, and he literally had to go and get stitches for it. And
Ooh.
he like started like peeing me like you're a dick, you're a fucking
Oh
dick.
my
You
god.
know. I also gave another one of my friend. Also had one of my friends fall on a cinder block because of me.
Oh my god, Brad, what are you doing?
Okay, basically how this happened, I was 7. For some reason, like the injuries get worse when I get younger. I've noticed that through these stories. But anyway, I was like 7 years old, and yeah, I'll lower my voice for dramatic effect. But I was 7 years old, and I am like I'm giving like as like 7. I was playing with my friends who were like 5 and 6, and we were giving each other like piggyback rides, like and like literally my hands were like getting sweaty. And I was giving him a piggyback ride, and like since your hands are like holding someone's legs when you're doing that shit, literally like his legs managed to slip out of my fingers. And for some reason, like their family had like cinder blocks in their house, in the actual house for some reason, and literally like he slipped out of my hands, and he didn't have any arms. He wasn't holding, not he had arms obviously, but like he wasn't disabled. He just wasn't holding on to me with his arms in any way. And he just fell back, and his head like whoop, smacked right on the edge of a cinder block, and it like cut all on the side of his fucking skull, and he
Oh
had to
my
go get stitches
god.
for that. Dude, his mom cussed me the fuck out. His mom so bad. Dude, his mom literally forced me to clean her entire house because of that.
What? What the fuck?
And at first I'm like, we're kids. I don't see how this is fair. But I'm not gonna lie. When she did that, I will say this though, bro. When she did that, I under a bunch of like random like dirty clothes, I did manage to find like $100 that I definitely did steal. So
Oh my god, Brad.
I definitely made it up in that case. You know.
Holy shit. God damn.
Ah, oh, Jack, dude, I love reminiscing with these old memories. This is nice. I'm enjoying this. We should do this more often. We should do this We should make a podcast. We
Oh
should make a
wow.
podcast, bro.
What a
I'm
great
down for that.
idea.
What a great idea. Yeah, this isn't even a podcast. This is just our own little talk show. No, but no, yeah, bro. It was insane. But you know what's funny? Literally, she was telling me where to like physically put everything. I'm not gonna lie. All the dirty dishes that was in the sink, I just like put them back in the cupboard. So I put them away dirty. And I also literally like all of her clothes are on the floor. I just like threw them all into the fucking closet and then just closed the closet door.
What the fuck?
Like, if you count that cleaning, I definitely half the fuck assed out of cleaning. I half assed the shit out of that cleaning. Oh my gosh. And I definitely, I moved the cinder blocks away from where they couldn't have been hurt anymore. And no, yeah, but looking back, I fucking I hated that mom. I hope she like drinks bleach and dies. Um Oh, I love this episode. This is a great episode. We're not gonna get any hate for this, Jack. I promise you, man. Yeah, come on, comment section, bring it on, bitch. Bring it on, man. We were like, it was like, I hope she mistakes rat poison for sugar. You know what I mean?
My God. All right, let's get off the point of killing her, having her drink bleach.
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck about her. Also the thing is too, man. Like, I think it was mainly just like her kid that she was very upset about. But at the end of the day, dude, she has to understand. We were all none of us were even 8 years old. Like, you have to understand if you leave kids alone in a house with no supervision, something bad's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, either one is not. They're not. Neither one fits the crime, or is like either is equal. Like it sucks
Yeah,
that happened to him, and then it's fucked up that she made you fucking clean her house. Like
I
why?
know.
Like what? It doesn't make sense.
Uh, but I think, unless I'm crazy, I think that's all the times that I almost beat up and damn near killed humans. So I think
God,
that's probably the end. I think that's about the end of it. I think we've reached the revelation of me damn near killing people. Let me ask this, Jack. Have you ever speaking of like that stuff, have you ever like had any like near death experiences?
uh,
'Cause I've had several.
yeah. I mean, a handful of times. I mean,
Yeah.
there was one in particular where like I was on my bike and it was like I was riding with one of my friends and we were going around this corner and it was wet out because it had just rained. And basically, I was like riding, and there was this car that was also like driving, like kind of like where I was, because I was like turning like this,
Right.
and I basically slid and then slid right underneath the hood of the car,
Oh
and
my
it
god.
like
Oh
it
my
like
god.
stopped like right before like my head was like right in front of the tire.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
but like I was actually really disappointed because like my life didn't flash before my eyes or nothing. I was like, damn it. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, but you know, it was pretty,
Dude,
it was pretty
that
crazy.
okay, you know what? I'll tell a story about the first one I ever had. I was like 10 years old. A lot of shit went down when I was 10 years old. Um but I was 10 years old, and me and my friends and my sister's friends all thought it'd be fun to go on like this bike ride to a party store to go get some soda, some just some stuff to like drink, whatever. And
Hmm.
so we start riding our bikes from our apartment, and there's right after you leave our apartment complex, there's like a giant hill that goes up leading into traffic. And so we go up this hill, and it's a very busy street that we have to cross. And for some reason, we all just thought it'd be fun. Or I didn't think this, but everyone else did. For some reason, I was the only one who didn't think about doing it. For some reason, everyone else literally was like, you know what? We should just like cross the street, but not use the stoplight. Why use that? That's just a terrible invention. That shouldn't even exist. And so they just all start crossing the street. They have no problem at all. They cross it easily. And then everyone's like, "Come on!" On the other side, they're all like, "Come on, Brad, you pussy! Come on, get over here! Come on, come on!" And I'm scared shitless. I think I literally like have wet myself like 8 times at this point. And I'm just standing there on the other side of the street, just very scared, like goosebumps all over my body, all the way down to my dick. And I'm just kind of like, okay, so do I cross this? And I want, of course, like the just painful part of me that needs to be liked, just tries to risk my life to go across this street. And I just start walking my bike across, and then literally there's 2 lanes where all the cars stopped, but then all the other lanes you can't see because there's all cars lined up. And then right before I'm about to go to the next lane, all like let's say this is me walking, right all of a sudden out of nowhere, I don't see the side of me. A car comes right here and just stops right in front of me. So if he didn't see me and go like, I honestly could have been easily been hit right there. And then after that, I ran across the street as fast as I possibly could with no other cars. And literally, I hate all of those people that I mentioned before for making me do that. And I think I literally cussed them out and I said, "Fuck all of you." And I think that was the first time I used the phrase, "You guys can suck my dick." That was the first time I ever used it. And that
Wow.
was the start of an era.
Origin
Jack.
story.
What a great story. I feel like that story should inspire a lot of people. I mentioned goosebumps, and I mentioned a male appendage, and I mentioned my near-death experience. All three necessities you need for a good story. Oh man, and I think the only other one I've had is I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm realizing a lot of shit happened when I was like 7 to 11 years old.
God.
7-Eleven, just like the gas station.
Mm,
But yeah, when I was like a kid too, also my friend who couldn't swim, he my friend who couldn't swim, we went out to a pool, and why the fuck are we going to a pool when we couldn't swim anyway? And so my mom took us out there because there's no lifeguard on duty for some odd reason. And so we go out there, and basically like I can swim, like I can swim like a fish. I have no problem. So I like we start off in like the 3 foot section, and then we start like moving slower to like the 5 and the 6 and the 7. And at this point, the 6 and the 7, like you can't touch the bottom anymore. You're pretty much swimming at that point. And literally I don't know that he can't swim, so he keeps following me out there like a fucking little like chihuahua humping my leg, and he just literally just like bear hugs me and grabs me, and I start like going up and down out of the water like I'm up the Jack, I'm drowning.
oh God.
And if my mom wasn't there, bro, there was no one else at that pool. If my mom wasn't there, I was fucking dead.
That's
I would not be sitting here in this chair making this podcast.
damn. That's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't understand why you would let your kids swim if they don't know how to swim. But
I don't understand either. It makes no sense to me. Plus, also, I'm not gonna lie, like that. This is around the time where I lived in a certain apartment, and like I'm not gonna lie, dude. Since I was so poor back then, all I had was an Xbox with no internet. Literally, if someone else had internet and they had like DLCs for Call of Duty, I literally would like beg everyone to let me. I would damn near want to just pay a fucking other like 10-year-old kid money to literally let me play their Xbox because I was so addicted to getting new Call of Duty content and zombies content.
Oh shit.
Like, dude, if they had new video games, I would like risk like pretty much if they had new video games, I would treat it like a life debt. Like I would like literally like if you had a new video game and I couldn't play it, I would literally like do anything I could to come hang out with you. Like I was committed, Jack.
You like video games. You like the
I
COD.
do. I do enjoy them. I do enjoy them. Plus, like but needless to say, things are much better now. Um, but no, yeah, I was committed back in the day, bro. If there was a video game at someone's house, I would do anything I could play. Especially if there's DLCs. So it's like you need like internet to buy DLCs. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was the biggest difference maker for sure. And now it's so wild to think that I actually have a computer. Like, never in my wildest dreams when I was younger did I think I'd want to spend money on a fucking actual like computer to go on the internet, to play games, to do any of that shit. Like, it's kind of just like wild. And now I'm talking about like where I lived with my mom and dad in apartments. I'm gonna be getting my own apartment now.
True.
That shit's fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
Like,
How was that? Weren't you looking at that stuff earlier today?
yeah, I applied for 2 places. Um, and so far it's great. So far, I have I mean, I have to do the whole script. I have to like I sent like a couple things like my social security number. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna mention that. Um, and with that, and I gave them like some like other background check stuff to like do a whole screening of my credit score and all that
Mm-hmm.
shit. But I'm not too worried because like the rent, and this is even like for like 2 people, but like the rent in total for both of us would be like 1,400 sometimes. So I think another place applied to would only be like 1,200, so it's like
Oh wow.
combined that's only like 600 a month, which is nothing. And literally also like I make like 4,400 a month, so it's like I have absolutely no problem paying that little bit of rent.
No, true.
um, so it's like literally in one check, I can already fucking like boom, pay rent, it's over, and then focus on other things. But No, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what it's like going to be totally on my own, having like no one else to like pay for things, paying my. I'm not gonna lie. There's this like off-brand. Do they have a store? Have you heard of the store called Aldi before?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, like I'm gonna start shopping there for the rest of my entire life,
Oh, really? Why?
dude. When when you shop at like Meijer and Walmart, and you're like literally like a whole week's worth of groceries cost you like I don't know, like maybe like $100. Um, you realize that like at Aldi, I literally got a week's worth of groceries here just for myself for literally like $40.
Oh, really?
Cause well, the reason why is because it's all off-brand shit.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about you growing up, but like for me, dude, I never really cared about getting off-brand stuff. Like I never cared if like instead of getting like Coca-Cola, we got a thing that just said cola on it. Like that, I don't know why, but that never bothered me. Like to me,
Yeah.
it tastes exactly the same, and like I got a fucking 12 pack of like of cola for like literally $3.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Where like literally a 12 pack of Coke would be like fucking like nine.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm gonna start being that cheap bastard looking out for every single little deal. Like
That's how you save money. No, I mean that's a
exactly.
smart
That's
thing
what
to
you gotta
do.
do, fam.
Yeah.
Pretty much just I mean, well also at the end of the day, dude, I always was like money was never like highly valued in my family. So it's like for me, like as long as we have food, water, I have a fucking my computer and my phone and a home. If I have those like mainly 5 to 6 essential things, I'm totally okay. I can easily just go about my life and go about my job and go about my everyday, schedule. It's just it's no problem at all. So for me, it's not a big deal. Like, how about you? But Jack, I know you said you're probably looking to like live with somebody else and like get a full like live on your own, right? Or are you like not really there yet?
Oh yeah, I mean, I at this point too, I'm looking to get another job, which is really fun because I can't work right now.
Right.
My normal source of income so that has put a damper on it, but yeah, for the most part I'm still like, just raking up enough to get there, and then again having a steady job is like the best thing, that you can ask
Right.
for. Steady income is like it's a necessity really, and it's again
Oh yeah.
it's not that hard. Like just you got to put in the work, and that's it.
No, yeah. I mean, now with my job, obviously I'm making incredible money, but that's because I literally got a fucking awesome badass promotion where I went from like $16 to like $19. So like a $3 increase an hour is a huge, huge difference. You know
Wow.
what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So
true.
I went from like making like 800 to 1100 a week. So like uh so no, all that is great, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like looking at it, I probably could afford a place for myself. But looking at it back, dude, like a roommate, not only is it more fun, but it's just so much cheaper. Like
Yeah.
life will just be way easier. You can just afford more shit. Like it'll just like, and also like you also have money just for like fun stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think also living with someone is like nice because it keeps things like new. I don't know, in a sense, or it's like you never know like what the next day is going to be, or what you guys are going to get into, There's a lot of like
Right.
things that like, having someone else, like another presence to basically just spice up your life.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I think it literally. Yeah. It's just all about. And I think also what it comes down to a lot of also is um like I made sure I was like very particular on how I was gonna pick who I live with, because I'm not gonna lie, I think I already asked you this before. I was like, yo Jack, we should totally like going on a place together, but
Hmm.
like since you really want to stay in Chicago,
Yeah.
like I have no problem going and living some in another state. The only problem I have is just like I'd be literally leaving an incredible job,
Yeah.
so that would have been the difference. Like if I could literally work the same job at the same company and transfer, oh bro, I would have done that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, of
I
course. No,
would have done
yeah.
that easily.
Everybody has to do what is best for them,
Oh,
and yeah, even if it's not the most convenient or like what we all want, yeah, that would be really awesome if we could just be in the same fucking like city or something, and it'd be really
oh, yeah.
convenient, but like
I could see us hanging out like every single weekend, like every Saturday, go party,
Yeah, I mean, especially, I mean,
which would be
here,
awesome.
there's plenty to do. So,
Oh yeah. Let me ask this: do you plan on staying in Chicago your entire life?
I think so. I mean, I could probably go down to like Atlanta or something. To there's like a big
That would be fun.
film industry down there, but like maybe I don't know if I could live in LA. I don't know if I would want to. There, you can't walk anywhere. It's not like really like a city. Everything's all spread out. It's really fucking far. And yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I've always had I feel like I've said this several times, but like I would love to live in Florida. Florida, just like I think if I could afford it, that would be my dream place to live is Florida. Like just like the weather, the water, like just there's plenty of things to do. Like I think that'd be my favorite. Because people be like, oh man, like hurricanes, alligators. It's like, yeah, but in LA, you got fucking earthquakes, you got fucking like snakes and
no,
bears
they
and
have no
shit.
water
Like,
in LA.
yeah, exactly. Like, so, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. So you'll have problems no matter where you go.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah. I mean, even like in Michigan, like people be like, "Oh, there's nothing in Michigan." It's like, well, you could literally have a really bad snowstorm. You could literally, I mean, there's obviously like it's not as high as somewhere else's, but there also is this chance for like bears and like wolverines and shit like that.
Moose.
Uh, yeah. Are there mooses in Michigan?
I think in northern Michigan, like up north, like
I'll say I've never
yeah,
seen one in
no.
Michigan. I could
I
be
mean,
wrong.
at least in like near Rochester Hills in Michigan, more my cousins live and my grandma lives. Like they've seen at least one or two like moose like within their I guess life like when they lived there or whatever,
Right.
which is like 20 years. So it's not that often, but
Dude,
dude,
when I was literally in Costa Rica, I saw a fucking sloth cross the street.
I remember that you guys she sent that
Yep.
video.
Dude, that was the most insane experience. And the reason why that was so wild is because I remember it was like pouring rain down hard because it's a rainforest, so it rains constantly. But I remember when it was raining, and like what was so crazy is that like the people that lived there said that they've lived there for like 12 fucking years and have never seen a sloth ever cross the street. And we
Oh
saw
shit.
one on the fucking time that I go to Costa Rica for the very first time, and we see that thing slowly just walking across the street, and we're all like, "Dude, it's a fucking sloth!" Like,
No, yeah.
that shit's crazy. Dude, it really is like when I stepped into Costa Rica for the first time, it's a whole nother world than living here in America. Like here in America, like it's not like it's like green and trees all over the place. Like, dude, in Costa Rica, it's so like humid. It's like grass and green everywhere because it rains all the time. So you have fucking incredible grass and like you know how here you'll see like squirrels like everywhere you go.
Yep.
For them, it's iguanas.
Oh really? Oh god. Wow.
Like I remember in one parking lot there was like seven of them.
Oh shit.
Like you'll just see random iguanas just wandering through the fucking dude. Sometimes they're fucking massive.
Are they not
Like
they're not aggressive, are they?
um, you know what? I'm I don't know if I'm very. Yeah, we should look that up. Actually, let me look that up right now. I'm curious now. Now you got me
I
curious,
mean,
Jack.
hopefully, I mean, obviously you didn't find out because you were smart enough to probably not fuck with them, but like
Right?
I probably wouldn't I wouldn't even try and fuck with them at all.
I think Loki, but like they didn't seem like they wanted to like mess with us at
I
all.
mean, I'm sure if any they're not gonna like kill you, but they could like bite you and that would fucking
Okay,
hurt.
right now it says they aren't naturally aggressive towards humans or other animals unless they feel threatened.
Okay. Yeah, makes
So
sense.
yeah, so pretty much they're not interested in like since like here they mainly just eat like flies and like frogs and shit. They're not interested in like things that are way bigger than them. So yeah. But no, yeah, because like when we were around, like I'm not gonna lie, dude. If I had a way to do it, I would have fucking like captured one, because like those things just looked so badass.
Do you know have you seen these videos? At least I think it's in Florida. When it's really cold in Florida, like colder than usual, the iguanas there will just freeze and like you can like just pick them up and like they won't be able to move because they're cold-blooded and they need the sun to
Yeah.
heat up. So they just literally just they can't move because their blood isn't hot, and
So they'll just be like,
they literally just won't move. They'll be like frozen, and like people can just pick them up. And like I forget who I was. I think I was actually no. I was at the Supreme store here in Chicago, and I was talking to some dude that was like there, and he said that when he lived there, that when he was coming back from high school or in the morning when he's going to like the bus, he would just like be walking outside, and he would just have like an iguana like fall from like either a tree or like his roof just like onto the ground, and they wouldn't be able to move because they'd be like so
no
cold.
shit.
Yeah, I'll have to like find a video and send it to you after or something. But yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty.
that's it. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, no.
No, because like, but like the reason I wanted to, man, is just like, I mean, it was literally like there were just like flies. Like there were so many of them everywhere we went. Like it was fucking crazy and weird, and it was actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like, and you would like there would be one that would just be like there. I remember one that was like so big, it was like all like nice like tangerine colored iguana, and it like went from like green to like tangerine on the tail. Like, dude, some of it was like crazy, and it like I remember we went on a bike ride, and the bike ride like got so fucking like we started going so far that that it started to look like that scene in like Jurassic Park where it's like all in the background, it's all just like so many like green and trees and like mountains and
yeah,
shit, where it's like literally you get out of the car and it's just like nah, 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 nah,
yeah.
nah, 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 nah. Like it was wild, dude. It's a whole another
Oh my
way
god.
of fucking it was it was an adventure for
Yeah,
sure. And you know it's also wild, like since it's more of like a poor country, uh there's hardly any like restaurants that are indoors unless you go to like a hotel. Everything's outside, so there's just like random juice bars, and there's just like random like pizza places that you can walk, they walk inside and they'll just be like random like chickens walking around and like dogs and shit.
oh
Like
shit.
it's wild, dude. But no, yeah, I guess right there, I guess I'll just sign off right there unless you got something else you want to say as well, fam.
No, I think yeah, no, we covered it. That's a pretty good episode. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Yo, I appreciate you guys watching, man. Yo, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, hit the bells on both of those so you don't miss any future notifications. However you listen and digest this podcast, we love you. And yo, we'll of course see you guys in the next one.
Peace.